It is the 13th day of March 2024, and we are on set with the much anticipated aspirants, Senators School of Education, Humanities, and Social Sciences. This seat was contested by 3 people. We gave them all a chance as usual, but one of them decided not to show up. I will briefly let them introduce themselves before we start.
Good evening. I am Ouma Ojiambo Ferdinand, a student in the Department of Education, taking Bachelor of Education Science in Mathematics and Physics. I'm a SABU aspirant vying for Senator School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening all. I'm Utieno Golatabman, a student from the Department of Education, School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, majoring in English and Literature, an aspirant for the senatorial seat, School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences. Thank you.
Thank you. Remember, this is the exclusive SABU panel, and I am Atieno Ashley. As you keep watching Hope Channel Baraton, you can channel in your questions through our YouTube platform. That is at Hope Channel Baraton. Thank you. Before we get deep into business, kindly tell us briefly about yourself. I'll start with Tabman.
Okay, about me, generally, I'm a third-year student. I joined Baraton in 2022, majoring on English and Literature. I'm interested in leadership and belonging to a group called AYLF, that is African Youth Leadership Forum. Its mission is nurturing a new breed of young African leaders. Thank you.
Thank you. Ojiambo?
Okay, according to me, I am a second-year student, joined Baraton University in 2022 September, and actually, as per the senatorial seats, I've been much more in it. Like, I've attended more meetings of leadership in these universities, more so some forums like the AYLF, like my fellow has said, the African Youth Leadership Forum, where we nurture leaders of our fellow youths. Then we make sure that we lead our youths to the right way.
Thank you. If elected, how would you create a link between your school and the administration? I'll start with you, Ferdinand.
Okay, while I'm elected, I'll create a very strong bond between my students in the departments of education, the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, and the Department of Theology and Religious Studies with the administration, whereby I'll make sure that all the issues facing the students in my departments are held up in the administrations. Make sure that all my students in the departments have their rights, the equal rights, actually. Thank you.
Thank you, Tabman.
According to SABU Constitution, that is Chapter 10, Article 4, states clearly the roles of a School of Education Senator. If I'm elected to be the senator, basically what I will do, I'll stick to the SABU Constitution, where I'll create a forum to link up students from different departments from the School of Education so that I can create a good rapport between them and the respective administrators within the school. Thank you.
How will you go about creating this link?
For creating link, we'll be having different meetings. I'll be conducting different meetings with the consultation from the deans and even the HODs in different departments. Thank you.
Thank you. Mention one of your responsibilities as stipulated in the SABU Constitution and explain briefly why you think that role is to be executed with you as a senator. I'll start with you, Tabman.
Okay, just as I said that according to Chapter 10 of the SABU Constitution, Article 4, where the roles of the senator is clearly stipulated, one of the roles of the Senator School of Education is to address students from the School of Education during Dean's meeting. I'll ensure that when there is a meeting called by the Deans or maybe the HODs, I'll come up clearly to address their issues. Thank you.
Why do you think that role is to be executed by you as the senator?
As a senator, the role is stipulated clearly, such that I'm acting as the link between the students and the administration.
Thank you. Ferdinand?
Okay. As per the constitution, one of my role will be to be a representative of the students of the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences in the departmental, administrative and academic meetings, where I will represent my students in my departments in all the meetings with the officials of the university, and therefore all their issues will be held up in that place.
Thank you. I've heard all of you mentioning about the African Youth Leadership Forum. Do you know some of the clubs that we have in humanities and education and social sciences? I'll start with Ferdinand. At least mention 2 clubs.
Okay. In the Department of Education, I know a club called the Curriculum of Teachers, Cute Club.
Only that one?
That's what I can tell.
Okay, Tubman?
Okay, thank you. Within the School of Education, basically from the Department of Education, you have curriculum, teaching and curriculum, that is Cute Club.
He has already mentioned that. Give me a different one.
We have also Drama Club. We have also Drama Club within the department.
Another one I've said.
Yeah, I can only talk about that one.
In this department, how are you going to make sure you oversee all the affairs of the departmental clubs, yet you come from just one of the departments? Tubman?
Okay, thank you. To go about it, I'll make sure that I have different representatives from different departments within the School of Education to ensure that I link up with all students within the different departments.
Thank you. Ferdinand?
Okay, for me, I will look for the head of departments in the departments of Humanities and Social Sciences and the Department of Theology and Religious Studies. Then look for a representative in all the departments, a student representative who will be a co-worker with the head of departments. Then we shall come up with some clubs that will help our students go on well.
If I had to ask you, what are some of the issues of students in different departments in your school? Ferdinand?
The issues facing our students mainly is during the registration time, where many students fail to be approved on time. Hence, they have to be approved after during the run of the deadlines. So many students are facing more challenges during that time, maybe due to the welfare challenges or some school fees challenges. But I'll talk with the head of department so that he may help our students so that they may not face challenges during that registration time, so that they may be approved on time and start our classes on time.
Thank you. Tubman?
Okay, one of the major challenges, if I start with the Department of Education, is the issue of teaching practice, where you find that students are not going to teaching practice on time. Number 2 challenge is, I can say that there's a difficult time during registration and closing of registration. As you can see, during this semester, we started our semester a bit late due to the system and due to the number. I'll ensure that during registration, different students are involved so that we can help each other to finish registration at the same time. And on the issue of finance, we'll see on what to do about it if maybe the university administration can see whether to allow students to close with a given percentage. But, previously, it has been 80%, of which some of the students are unable to raise the specific amount of money. Thank you.
Thank you. This morning, students from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences raised an issue whereby last semester, people had long queued for a very long time to get the approvals in order for them to complete the graduation application process. If chosen as a leader, they want to know, how will you help them first in this process?
Okay, generally, for the issue to be solved, I have to liaise with the HOD, where the HOD will talk to the administration on how we can come up with the modalities so that we can make the application very easy for all the students. Because due to the number there, we have the highest number within this. The School of Education is the largest school so far with the highest number of students. I think if we come up with modern modalities on how we can reduce the time taken for the application, it can be a bit better.
Thank you, Ferdinand.
Okay, according to me, in partnership with the head of departments of my school, I will encourage my head of departments to talk to the administration and the IT office so that they may put a platform on the iCampus so that the students can now close their registration, and also the welfare funds and their approvals may be done online by individual student. Thank you.
Thank you. In 2024, why do you think we are still talking about this issue, considering we have the highest number of students? Where do you think the last government failed? Tubman.
I think where the last government failed is they never articulated their duties as per the Constitution. They were so reluctant. I can say that they were not even concerned with issues affecting students. Suppose they have been concerned on the same, then the students would have not went through all these they went.
Thank you, Ferdinand.
As my colleague has said, that's just the same issue as if the last government was much concerned about this issue, then now our students may now be well equipped and they may be now dealing with this registration. The approvals may be now be done online, hence not causing some sluggishness at the offices.
Thank you. I'd ask this question. What is it like to be a Baratonian, a student at the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences? And what does Baraton student politics have to do with that? Ferdinand?
Yes. As a Baratonian, actually, as a Baratonian, you live a very Christian life, a good life indeed, an Adventist life. Then the politics at Baraton are actually good. Like they are not much arrogant. Like you don't harass your opponents. So that's just what I can say about that.
Tama?
To be a Baratonian simply means that you either be registered in the successive semester of the academic year or you are under student work program. And when I talk of Baraton politics, actually Baraton politics, if you compare it with that of the public university politics, this one is a bit, you can say that it is not involving too much, but then it is not involving too much, but on the same time it is involving, but it is not as rough as if you compare it to that one of public university.
Thank you. I'd like you to tell us why you? Why isn't it anyone else but you? You have to take this leadership.
Okay, why me? Because I had the passion to be a leader. From my previous high school, my primary, I was just anxious to be a leader. I led my high school as a president. Then I came to the university. Then when I reached second year, I said, now I must try to be a leader now in this big university, to lead the students in the School of Education, Departments and Social Sciences as it's big. Like, I want to be an example, a role model to my friends, all my relatives. I want to be a role model to them.
Thank you.
Okay, you see, leaders are born. I was born a leader, and just as he has said, during my school period, I was just a leader from Form 1 to Form 4. When I joined Baraton and joined EYLF, EYLF has really helped me and has nurtured me to how I am today. It is because of EYLF. And if I'm just seeing my friends are just on me, Whenever there's a task that want to be done and they need a leader, just say, man, just be the leader. It means that they are seeing something in me that I'm just a leader. Then last time I also contested for the same seat. And again today, I'm also on the ballot. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So what gives you confidence that you'll win this time?
This time, according to the strategies I've put in place, I'm seeing that this time around, it is mine, not for anybody else.
So you're confident now?
Yeah.
Okay. When we go back to the issues of clubs, in the School of Humanities, Education, Social Sciences, we've had an issue where students lack motivation to continue their clubs, or the fact that the school doesn't give them support when they participate in activities of that particular club. We've had them failing, we've had people losing interest, and completely the club gets killed. What is your take on this? And number two, if elected, how would you ensure that each and every club is well supported by the school? Tabman?
Okay, thank you. You see, with the issue of club, when you come to Baraton, the life at Baraton itself, it can either motivate you to continue the passion you had or demotivate you. Let me give an example of Cute Club within the Department of Education. When I joined Baraton, I found the Cute Club not that much strong. But as we speak today, there's even a football club that is really doing very well. Number 2 in Baraton Premier League. That is quite very well. I think even in classroom, when a student is positively reinforced, the activity will be done. But if it is negatively reinforced, then the activity won't keep repeating itself. I think if we motivate our students, whereby the administration coming with the modalities on whether we can go for even field trips, we can organize, if it is football, we can organize inter-university games, can go for symposiums, it can be better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ferdinand?
Yes, according to me, the clubs, like he has said, the Cute Club, has been a good club in the Department of Education. So I'll encourage the student in the School of Education to continue supporting the club, and also I'll partner with the Dean of School, the head of departments of the Humanities and Social Sciences and the Theology and Religious Education, so that they may create some other clubs in those departments, so that our students in those departments may also be motivated, so that they may feel that they are in Baraton.
When we talk about motivation in your perspective, what is it?
Motivation in my perspective, like the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, we have some courses like development studies, where these students are doing their education, their course here. They may create their club where they may visit some places that are related to their course, so that they may be motivated with the workers, how their course is applied in the field. They may be motivated so that when they come from this university, they graduate. They may have the feeling that I'm going to get a job.
Thank you. Now that you've mentioned the School of the course Development Studies, if you have done your research well, you will have known they had a club by the name the Kenya Model United Nations. They go for conferences in Nairobi, and they participate in activities that will lead them in their career. A very important club, just like the AYFL. In this case, they mentioned they didn't get the needed support from the school. As a leader, what will you do to ensure this club is back on its feet? Ferdinand?
Okay. I will partner with the head of department in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, who is Dr. Martha Mambo, and also the lecturers partner with the lecturers in the departments, that is the Humanities and Social Sciences, more so the Development Studies lecturers, so that they may take the students further for more trips, more motivation should be encouraged to the students so that when they get out of Baraton, maybe they may now feel like we were now doing something in Baraton.
Thank you. Taman?
Okay, I think for us to come up with a solution to the problem, the key thing is to partner with the head of department, that is Dr. Martha Mambo, so that we can come with positive issues on how to solve the problem. I think if we partner very well and we involve the key stakeholders within this department, then I think the problem will be solved fully.
Thank you. Just a teaser question before we finish up. What is the vision of the school?
Actually, I've forgotten.
Taman?
Okay, the vision of Baraton University is to educate and advance holistic Christian education.
I don't know if you're right. I will let the viewers decide on that. But as we finish, I will both give you at least 1 minute to convince your voters to vote for you. We'll start off with Ferdinand.
Okay, my students, if they are watching me, what I just gonna say is, vote for your Senator School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, Ouma Ojiambo Ferdinand, who is ready to fight for your rights in the departments, ready to serve you with diligence, integrity, and equality. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The students from the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, what I can request for your votes. You've been supporting me in one way or the other, but still beseeching you to support me in this journey in order to achieve my passion of being a leader. I think if you elect me, all shall be well.
Thank you. This has been the SABU exclusive panel, and on set we've had the aspirants, Senators, School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences. As we prepare to meet tomorrow, have a great night. This is Hope Channel Baraton, and I have been Atieno Ashley. Thank you and good night.